Good morning, and welcome back to Jody Lewis Creations. In today's video, we're going to have a little play inspired by Kirstin over at Adventures in Crafting and Art. I always want to say that backwards because my mind wants to alphabetize the art and crafting, but it's Crafting and Art, and I will link her channel below. I was watching her Best of Brits collaboration this morning, and she did a never-ending foldy thingy, and I have always wanted to make one, and I never have, so here we go. All right, so this is going to be another design team project. I'm going to play with some more Halloween bits, because why not? It's October. Now, Kirstin's first attempt was 6x6, and that was fantastic, except it didn't fit in her belly band of her journal. And so I'm glad I saw that, because I was thinking, oh, that would be a nice, easy size. And I even thought about getting out just a 6x6 paper pad. But because it didn't fit where she was trying to put it, she had to adjust. And I appreciate that she shared that, because then it's like, oh yeah, you have to think about the space where you're trying to put the piece that you're making. Okay, so I'm taking that into consideration. I just have some black cardstock. This is not very heavy. I think it might be 80 pounds. I don't remember what the weight of it was. If I remember, I will link it below in the Amazon affiliate stuff, because it is a nice weight to work with. It's what I've been working with, but it's a little, I don't want to say soft. That's not the right word. I don't know what the right word is. I like working with it, but it's not as heavy as, say, when you get up, it's like 80 or 90 pounds. It's no more than 90, I think. Okay. What am I doing? I'm going to try it at 5. So, am I going to try it at 5? I'm going to try it at 5. So we're going to make 2 5-inch squares. No, we're not. We're going to make 4 strips. That's what we're doing. 4 strips at 5. Oh, don't do that. You cut yourself. I don't need help injuring myself right now. 1, 2, 3, and I need 1 more. So I think I'm just going to go this way at 2.5 inches. I was just trying to think of the best way to use the card so I'm not wasting as much. It's the only reason I didn't just cut another square. So we've got 4 strips, and then we need the scoreboard. If you don't have a scoreboard, you can always use your ruler and little tool thingy, which, you know, if you watched my last video and I was saying like, oh my gosh, my table's such a mess, it's not a whole lot better. I did clean up a little, but it's not a whole lot better. Okay, so when she did her 6 inches and she was scoring, she came in 1.5 inches from each end. So that tells me your scores need to be the equivalent of half the width of your strip. That's a really convoluted way to say it. So this is a 5-inch strip. So 2.5 inches would be the halfway point. So I want 1.25 inches to score these. And we're going to see if I do it right. I don't know if I'm going to do it right, but I'm going to share it with you because that's what we do here. Okay, so 1.25 inches. Ooh, from that side, 1.25 inches. Ooh, hi, slow down, Jody. I'm in a big hurry this morning because I have so much to do and I'm really overwhelmed, but I wanted to have a little bit of a play with you this morning and make what I hope will be a simple project. And then I have to get to work. I have to work on my 12 days gifts. I did work on them some yesterday, so that was really nice. And but I have to actually work on some of the things that I need to make. And again, those are future videos for you. They're not current videos because... Okay, so what we had was, we made 2 mountains. Well, I mean, we're going to score them all. Fold them all. Wow, get your words together. So this is really small. Am I doing this wrong? Probably. But we're going to go with it because that's what I do. She even linked a blog and said, oh, if you want all the measurements and blah, 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 here's a blog. So I'm going to link Kirstin's video. You can listen to her. And then you can check that link under her video and go check the blog for what she did. Okay, so we have 2 and 2 this way. Why am I struggling with this? It's okay. I'm thinking about it. I need to stop thinking because it's making my brain hurt this morning. So I moved the glass mat. I thought maybe, number one, it wouldn't have the reflection of the light so bright. And then also, oh, I know what she did. I need a white pencil. But also make it easier for you to see the black. I don't think I have like an actual white pencil. I might. I'm just going to use this Stabilo All that's in white, which I never use. Okay, so then what she did was she took, there was 2 valleys like this and 2 mountains like this. Now, do I remember which side she did this on? I don't. Oh my gosh. I was going to try to get through this in one go, and I'm not going to be able to because did I retain which side she did the markings on? No. No, I did not. Mountainside. I had to go back to the video. So then you go, put it on here, and at half the distance from the edge just to your crease, you're making a line for, you know, like that. And I don't think my line's straight. So this doesn't really matter like what your size is. It matters that you just go half your distance on the 2 mountain ones. Chloe, what are you doing? She is like, oh my gosh, we had to turn the furnace on yesterday because it was in the 40s. So the house was getting down into the 60s. And she has been like on the register, you know, all morning. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay, so then these are your top ones. And these are your bottom ones, like this, right? Oh my gosh, am I doing it right? I can't believe this, but I've never made one of these before, so I'm like, oh my goodness. Okay, so you're on this one, your mountains are up as well, okay? Like this, I think. Sometimes I seriously question my own intelligence. It's going to be a square when we're done. Hello. Okay, so you're going to have your mountains are up on both of them, okay? So you have your lines, and so we're going to glue in these corners. These are our glue corners. Don't go past that line with your glue, according to Kirstin, because you'll glue your project together, okay? So then we want glue. I'm trying to empty this bottle, but I don't think I'm going to fight with that on screen with you, so we'll just use the bigger bottle for right now. I want to empty that little bottle. So what you're going to do, I'm going to do one at a time because we're going to glue just the corner, you know, on that, I think. There's nothing like watching a video and then making it when you don't even know what you're talking about. But I'm just having a little bit of fun this morning, and before I have to like totally get busy working. But there we go. This tip on this one really can get dried out because I use the little bottle is my Barely Art glue, and it's an easier bottle for my hands, so that's why I like to use it. But when I go to use this bigger bottle, I really have to show it who's boss. So you want to use a glue that you can, mountains up, that you can have a moment to adjust. Like if you use your art glitter glue, it grabs so quickly. I don't think that's a glue I would want to use for this. I mean, it's your project. You do what you want to do, what makes you happy. But boy, you'd have to make sure that was square on there before you see, and I'm not, so I need a moment to adjust, which is fine. Okay, so that one's glued. And I'm just kind of rubbing that to burnish it down for a second. And then I'm going to do this one. I don't know. I'm not pausing again at this point. I think I'm done with, it was just the construction itself. And so, I have a feeling this is another one of those projects that has really intimidated me. Like, I've wanted to make one of these for a few years, actually. And I was watching her make it, and I was like, I can totally do that. Why has that been freaking me out for so long? It doesn't even make sense. Now, why? I feel like that one's bigger than 2.5. Did I cut that at a crazy size? I have time to adjust if I did. It is just barely longer than 2.5. So I'm actually going to just fix that. Now, this is really interesting. Is that one longer than 5? No. Is this one shorter than 5? No. Wow. There's some optical things going on with this, I think. So, and it's me. So am I like, that looks about right. Okay. Okay. Oh my goodness. So I hope everybody's doing well today. Did I even say that? I don't think I did. It is, what day is this? It's Friday. Hi, happy Friday. And Mark has left the building. He's gone to go do some stuff for his dad today. And I was like, good, if you're not here, I can focus and try to do, you know, some of the things I need to do. Not that him being, I shouldn't call him a distraction, so to speak, but I mean, it is because, you know, I try to do things that like we do together or I need his help with or whatever when he's home. And so it makes it easier for me to film and do things when he's not here because then I'm like not feeling guilty like I'm supposed to be doing something else. Because I am. We all know I am. So yeah, I just have to, I'm not going to be doing much. I was looking at my full deck challenge stuff this morning and where I am with that. I hope I can get caught up with that before we leave. That is my goal. I have the W prompts pulled for the ABC challenge. Why does that look funny? It's how it's supposed to be, Jody. For the ABC challenge. And so W is pulled. So I want to get that filmed today. And then I'll just have X, Y, and Z left to do. So hopefully I can achieve my goal and get all of those filmed before we leave. And then, like I said, I've got mixed media projects started. And I haven't had time to work on them. So literally all I've done is like one thing. Okay, so I think I want to use, no, do I want to use this as my front image? What else do I have here? I don't know that I do, but, oh, that's so pretty. That would be a really pretty front image. Okay. So many yummy things in these kits to work with, but I do think I want to revisit. No, just use what you've got printed already. Okay. Hang on. Neighbor's dog is barking. That's why I said hang on, but I don't think he's going to stop. So, all right. So my thing is 5 inches. This is like, I don't know, 4 5/8. So I'm just going to cut this at a square, which might be, oh, okay. Just that little sliver over. I like this trimmer when I can line my image up to get the cut that I want, but when I can't see exactly like how that's falling on the edge, I haven't been able to figure that out yet. I'm sure there's a trick to it, but it's okay. I'm going to forget how to use this thing anyway by the time we get home because I don't believe I'm taking it with me. I think I'm just going to take my Stampin' Up! Trimmer and then the little blue guillotine trimmer just for like little small things because I do like the guillotine trimmer. It is really nice for like small bits. Now that doesn't feel like it cut straight. Because it didn't. Okay. So, what did I say? 4 5/8? Yeah. So I'm going to go over here to 4 5/8. Oh, and look at that great little scrap. Okay. I might want to do some stamping. So, oh, that's really pretty with the black all the way around that. Very pretty. I need to ink this. Doing this with one hand. See, I can get it. It flips open this way. Fine. But then it's not, I don't know. I've glued it wrong, I think. I don't know. I'm trying to watch you, but I don't understand how to glue it. I glued the corners and I did mountains up on both pieces, so I'm not sure what I did wrong. Okay, I know. Okay, I have you really awkward, and so hopefully this will work. It's this part. I mean, it's folding, but I feel like I only did the 1-inch square, like you said, and I did use cardstock. I mean, it's working, but I don't know if it's working like yours did. I don't know what I've done. So that's like your second fold. I'm not sure. So if I go like this way, then this, oh, well, wait. Which way does it go? I don't understand this, why this is boggling my mind so much, but I didn't make another one. I have sat here and folded and folded and folded, and I was like, Kirstin, what did I do wrong? And she's like, it looks like, at first she thought I had it glued in the wrong way, and I was like, I just did what you told me to do. Or she didn't tell me in her video. So yeah, in essence, she told all of us. But anyway, I don't know, but it's kind of working. So we are just, it's catching right there. So I don't know, like maybe I need to trim a little bit off there. I don't know, but see when it says back, it's upside down. But when I do this, my back is right side up. Did she tell me? Oh, yeah, you have to decorate it just as it's flipped, because if you don't, then your decorations will be funky, I think. I don't know. But we're doing this. I'm just being real with you. I'm doing it in real time. Because if you're like me, and you're terrible about following directions, you know, here we go. Okay, so we have our square, which I still haven't inked it because I've been sitting here messing with this thing trying to get it to function properly. And maybe because I used a heavier card, maybe that's part of it. But see, like this, and then you have to flip these at the same time. And so hers was like this, but mine's like this. So I don't understand, but the thingy has to be in the middle there. I could have started maybe like this. No, because then it's still the same. Okay, so this is my dilemma, Kirstin. This is what I'm sitting here fighting with this thing. Like, what am I doing wrong? Moving on along. I'm gonna get my ink out. I actually put my ink away yesterday, so I have to get my ink out. I'm gonna ink around this, and then we have to cut this like right in half, so that way it will work. But I think I'm going to do like she did and only glue half and then cut it maybe. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I think we might be in business. Maybe. Definitely go watch somebody else's video on how to do this. Oh my word. Okay, so I've cut my flap. I just cut it in half because I think it's going to be better. Maybe. Oh, that's why you glue it on first. Don't cut it in half before you glue it on. Just glue your half down. Then cut it, because now I have to be like super careful with getting this lined up on that edge, which it's fine. I can do that, I hope, without messing it up too bad. We're just going to call this a learning experience. That's what we're going to do. And I want glue that I have time to adjust a little bit. So please don't be all crazy. And I have a mild obsession with when the 3-in-1 gets like dried in the cap of this, and then I pull it out and then I want to play with it. Who else used to put glue on their fingernails as a kid and then sit and peel it off so you can play with it? Oh my gosh. Okay. So what's everybody up to? Are you working on a Halloween project? What are you doing? I have Halloween and Christmas all going at the same time, and I tell you what, it's a little cray-cray. So, actually, while I was paused, the 12 Days of Christmas group was chatting, which was super helpful because, like, now I know what days we are gifting what things that we have to make, so I can set those videos to air, like, I don't know, the day after, the day of. I guess it doesn't really matter, but that way, like, I'm not doing any spoilers, you know? I've already filmed the Christmas ornaments, but I have not uploaded that, so that helps me know, like, what day that is, and then our altered Christmas card, and then our mixed media projects are actually Christmas Day gifts, so that's so helpful. I'm super happy about having an actual date for that, so yay. Okay, so what I want to do is be able to see my edge here, and again, I'm using glue that allows me to move this a little bit, and I just want to be right up to that edge, not over it. Okay, I said it was going to allow it to move, but maybe it's not going to. Maybe it's like, yeah, not today, Jody. Not today. Okay, so I want to make sure, okay. When that dries, I think we'll be able to get this all folded around again, and it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's going to be fine. Yeah. And I didn't ink the inside because I don't want that to be inked. I mean, you're going to see that it's cut, but I don't want to ink it because then it's going to be ink like right in the middle of our design. And we're just getting the base pieces down for right now. Oh my gosh, this glue is like, not wanting to come out of here. I'm telling you, I'm a little testy today. So fighting with glue is like not fun. Okay. But anyway, so yeah, so those of you who like followed along last year with 12 days and like was part, I thought that was fun. Do you guys want me to open gifts on film again this year? What do you want me to do? It is going to be an interesting dynamic this year because we are traveling during the 12 days time. So that is going to be definitely a different dynamic this year. We were supposed to be traveling last year too, but we won't talk about that. I told Mark, I'm like, we are not leaving on November 7th. I don't even want to travel on November 7th, if I'm being perfectly honest. I just would rather have my head in the sand somewhere on November 7th because that was just such a bad day last year. Last year as a whole was just not great. So 2026 is going to be a better year, people. It's going to be. Except poor Mark. I think he's going to have, I'm assuming, we go for his consultation soon. He's got to have a shoulder procedure done. No. No. I glued it backwards. How? No. Front. Okay, Kirstin, this is what it was doing to me when I sent this to you and said, what am I doing wrong? Oh my gosh, I am going to give up on this. No. This is literally what it was doing when I was asking you what I did wrong. And then for whatever reason, like it started working. Okay. Okay, Kirstin, I am not a dumb person. I don't understand. When I glued this on, these two panels were together. You'll see that in the video. And then I went to work the mechanism and I realized that the glue is why I was having a hard time. Like I had to refold and burnish it. And then I get to the back and the back is upside down. And I wrote it right side up when I flipped it over. Because probably this side is what says the front. Okay, so what oh. When I glued it, I glued the panel on in the wrong. Oh my gosh. I'm like over it already. Literally, I'm going to keep at it though. Okay, so I've made another one. I understand what I did wrong with this. As you will see in a little bit of the portrait versus landscape video, that was actually me going, Kirstin, what did I do? So that was like, I don't know, I think the third video that I had sent to her about this. Ooh, can I pull this up? Oh, sweet. I can still use this, maybe. Is that going to give me crazy texture? Maybe. Will this side pull up? Anyway, so that is truly my, oh my gosh, that's what I did wrong. No, I have to reprint it. Anyway, so I made another one and I have fully written on it. So I noted on here that this is the top when this is closed because it matters. I didn't fully understand this, okay? So this is my front. Here's what I did wrong. I decorated the front when it was open. So I wrote right and left on here. So see, these are backwards right now. Okay, so this is closed. Now, with the front in the right position, you flip through, okay? And I was gonna say, I was having a hard time getting this fold to go. But I had to burnish this really well. Okay, now you see it's upside down like this. But when you actually look at the back, when the front is in the correct position, the back top and the back bottom when it's closed. So I'll go through it again. It's like this. Burnish, 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 I'm telling you. So when you're in the process of this situation, so now my question is, I cannot decorate this with anything directional on the back. Because if I do, and I like put words on here, my words are going to be upside down. Why is this? I mean, this project is crazy. I don't even know how much of this video to edit, but I really feel like it's a learning curve. I'm a fairly intelligent individual. Maybe I'm overthinking this. I don't know. I don't understand. I know you're supposed to decorate this like this, but then if I put words on there, they're going to be backwards if I just look at the back. But maybe the point is not to look at the back. The point is just to use the interaction of the thing. And then it's going to go in a pocket anyway. Yeah. Okay. I have it under control now. Kirstin, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for your help. And I'm sure my messages were driving you crazy. I truly do not understand why this was just boggling my mind so much. Now I understand it. It is truly just where I am in my head. And that little phrase we talked about, I won't use it here because it makes me giggle. But definitely we'll just call it brain fog, okay? Okay, so my printer and I are having a little chat, which seems to be the norm lately. So this is a 5-inch square. This is 4 3/4. I have the barn. I'm going to put in the middle. I will decorate this. I will speed it up and so you can kind of see the process. I did want to just say though, only decorate what is facing you as you are flipping through. So we'll decorate the front. We will open it. We will decorate these sections. We will flip it. We'll decorate these sections. We'll decorate the back. Then we'll be back to the front. So decorate the back when it is facing you as you're using the interactive piece. That was one of the things I was struggling with, and Kirstin shows that in her video. So if I put words here, they're upright when it's upside down like this. I know that seems hard. So when it's just front and you flip it over like this, you may have things upside down here. But when you're actually using the interactive piece, they will be correct as you're flipping through, okay? That being said, let's decorate. Okay, so first of all, clearly I stopped filming as I was decorating this because, I mean, honestly, it has taken me forever. And I have got to get away from this table because this is not what I'm supposed to be working on today. But I just fell into the abyss of doing this project. And I wanted to complete it because I wasn't going to let it defeat me. So I do hope that you'll give this a try. And it's far simpler once I like got out of my own head. So do give it a try. It's a really fun project. Good Lord, do not follow my directions. Go watch Kirstin, or the Nigeeza Creates, I think is the person that she was doing the collaboration with for today's video. Anyway, just go to Kirstin's video. She's got all the links there. I will link hers, but I'm not going to go look for Nigeeza's video. Okay, anyway, so here's what we have. Oh, it turned out more spooky than I expected. I love it. So here in the darkened house of weeping, yeah, that's a barn, but it could be an old style house. I mean, or maybe, you know, it's like a barn house, whatever. Here in the darkened house of weeping. Ooh, what's gonna happen? What happened that night? Oop, hi, stay on screen. In the shadow, one wicked beast. That's what happened that night. Okay, so that's a super creepy piece. Okay, so opens. We have the little girls peeking. Like, who were the little girls? We got to know what happened that night. There was 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. And then this dude was hiding in the shadows. Like straight out of a horror flick. Oh my gosh. So, oh wait. I'll get myself all messed up again. You guys don't want to know how many times I got all messed up making this. But anyway, the moral of the story is I conquered it. Tracie's kits are so much fun. What I love about these kits is that you can have kind of like cute creepy, or you can have like the beast in the shadows kind of creepy. Like, he's totally creepy. I even creeped myself out using him. But some of these, warning, like these are crazy. I almost actually used the eyeballs off these, but I was like, no, because I had the girls, and once I had glued her down, and then I was like, ooh, I could have this girl on this side, and then I was trying to figure out how to do it in here and make it look okay. But anyway, I don't know. I kind of creeped myself out, you guys. Okay, so I hope that you at least laughed at me in this video. And like I said, I'm going to leave most of it in there because I think it's really important. Again, I always try to show you guys my mistakes, but I want you to learn from my mistakes and hear the aha moment. So that way when you're in the process of doing this, you're like, oh my gosh, this is part of how it works. I will tell you, every time I glued across the fold lines, okay? So the front and the back, I had to really, burnish those creases for this to cooperate. So I will say I printed on 32-pound paper, and this is a, you know, what did I say? 80, 85-pound cardstock, 90, I don't know, whatever it is. So you do have to work it. And you do have to keep working it to make it where it knows what it's supposed to be doing. But I just think this is a fantastic piece. I totally will be doing it again. One thing I will say is, like, because I was splitting these images like I do have like little pieces that maybe don't line up exactly perfect, but I was so worried about actually cutting my folds. So that is something to kind of be aware of as well. But I just think that he is a fantastic creature. See, I got messed up when I was cutting it. It's okay. I don't mind it, but it is a thing, you know, like, I don't know. Anyway. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Thank you for being here. Thank you for tolerating me. I just really appreciate that you do. And so now I have to go work on Christmas. I'm going to go from super spooky to going and working on my Christmas stuff. Have a great day. Do please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. And I love the interaction with you, but honestly, it's not just that I want the interaction with my channel, because when you leave a comment, when you give me a thumbs up, don't bother with the thumbs down. Just give me thumbs up, okay? That helps my channel. The comments help my channel, you know, and it helps my channel, but I also love to hear from you. I want to know what you think. I mean, this is a chaos video. Of course it is. I made it, but like, hopefully you learned something from me. Okay, with that being said, Kirstin, so much for it being an easy project. Haha. Because nothing I make is ever easy, but I do love it. Like, I'm seriously glad that you kind of challenged me to make this. I do wish I wasn't in the midst of everything I'm working on and feeling guilty about the amount of time I spent on it. Okay, stop blabbing. Bye.